Chris Hannes here, otherwise known as on my channel, Chaos Angelic Soul Reaper, and welcome to some Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I'm going to be redoing my first part on the game. I don't remember how long ago that was, but I feel like making a new game. Now, as all of you know, they probably stopped doing a lot of DLC for this game already, but that's perfectly fine. Everyone most likely has already seen all the story, which is really good, in my opinion. Honestly, the weakest class that I've noticed, aside from potentially Graveborn, is Spellshot. Only because of the action skill Polymorph and the Ambihextrous, which allows me to use two spells at the same time. Which, in my opinion, seems a little ridiculous to use, because you could sit there and, for example, use a level 40 spell that is massively broken compared to another level 40 spell that can do absolutely nothing. So, in my opinion, spell shot's not necessarily the best. Graveborns, when using the correct skills, or I should say abilities in the skill tree that they get, is perfectly fine. Spore Warden's alright. You get a Barrage action skill and a Blizzard action skill. The Blizzard obviously creates 3 Frost Cyclones for a duration that seek out nearby enemies, dealing Frost ability damage. Berserkers, they get a Dreadwind ability and a Feral Surge ability. Blightcaller gets Bog Totems and gets an ability called Plague Storm. Their class feat is, in my opinion, alright. Whisper of Rot. Whenever the Fate Maker applies a status effect, they deal increased elemental damage for a duration. This effect can stack. So basically, if I were to use a elemental weapon and use the Bog Totem action skill, the Bog Totem that comes out of the ground, the skull on it has that element and can deal that elemental damage to the enemies. Stavomancer, I mean, it's alright. I just don't like the From the Shadows action skill, mainly because, I mean, yes, sneaking in certain areas away from your enemies is alright, but not when you don't have that much of a duration on it. Clawbringer, you get a Cleansing Flames action skill, which your character can summon a hammer and slams it into the ground, dealing melee damage and creating a massive fire nova, dealing fire ability damage to nearby enemies. Otherwise, Storm Dragon's Judgment is the second ability that they get, which the Fate Maker summons their hammer and hurls it, dealing lightning melee damage to all enemies it touches. It sticks wherever it lands and deals lightning ability damage every second to all nearby enemies. And you can press R1 to recall the hammer, damaging all enemies along its path. Oh, also, forgot to mention, I am joined by I call him my adopted brother, Jordan, otherwise known as on his YouTube channel, Chaos Demonic Soul Reaper.
Hello, everyone.
And sorry for that. We can do it later, like maybe in the afternoon tomorrow.
Okay.
If you want, you can join me on Wonderlands if you got it installed.
I still have it installed.
Okay.
About I'll just explain to me.
Well, that's fine.
Okay, then maybe next time.
What class should I do?
Hold on, let me pull up your stream real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Who are voices again?
So we have Stabbomancer,
Devilmans.
Clawbringer, Spellshot, Graveborn, Spore Warden, Berserker, or Blightcaller.
I want to say either Ballbringer or Spellshot.
Okay. There's one thing that I do like about the Clawbringer, and that's that's the second ability, which is where I can literally throw the hammer like Thor would with Mjolnir and Stormbreaker. Let's see here. They don't really give that many good hairstyles, unfortunately. I'll go with that. No facial hair. Now what I need is eye color. Let's see here. Oh, it was pupils. I think I'll go with that. Eye color, I will go with this, only because it looks cool. Armor decoration, yay, my favorite part. Not. I mean, I do like being able to customize my armor, but it's unnecessary with some of the coloring they give, which I honestly miss the Borderlands 2 skin coloring for the characters, because it was the most iconic for the game itself. And what we'll do is nerfed by the Bunker Master and give dexterity up to 12. Okay, open the keyboard. There we go. to get annoyed with Fret and Valentine. I did that enough on the Xbox, and I don't need to do that anymore. And wonder. Oh, dear Jesus. Not a problem. Not gonna lie, I like Fret only because he's, in my opinion, 10 times better than Claptrap. Only because he makes funnier jokes than Claptrap. And sorry if you see me backtrack a lot, everyone. It's mainly because there's certain areas with hidden stuff that I managed to find, yes, through videos, but that was when the game first came out. But also, in free time, I ended up doing that by myself. Oh, hello. Let's see here. I'll take this.
And I did everything except challenges with Ryan.
There's a certain area that I hate in this game. Tina usually has the best ideas most of the time. For those that watch, skeleton have the weakness for ice. So any ice barrels or any ice weapons, use against them and they'll easily go down. That goes the same for spells and melee weapons. If anyone's wondering about this small golden crater, that's where a golden dice would be at if that wasn't already picked up. Okay. Okay, so we got our first ability, which is the Cleansing Flames. So we will, and we get these three spots already. We have Oath of Fire, Radiance, and Oath of Thunder. The Fate Maker's melee damage and her Wyvern Companion deal bonus lightning damage. So that I'm definitely going to use. Fire damage I'm not going to abuse just yet. All right. Over here is a spot for an item. I already have that though, which is okay. Honestly, anyone who were to ever join the game would be able to get that if they don't already have it. I'll grab this. Okay, so for anyone who wants to know all the spots for the 4 dice in this area, so the first one was already over that way from where I showed you guys. The second one is not too far from the first location. The second one, if you go down this way here, under the waterfall, it'll be right here. Anyone who gets that, they will end up increasing their loot luck chance. And obviously there's a free chest down here. Anytime you want any loot there, it's a good spot to go to. I don't remember if there's a True Vault Hunter mode on this one. At least I think there is. True Vault Hunter mode only makes the game just slightly more difficult, but you're basically going through the game as a level 40, so your loot chance is a little higher than when you first start the game. And how you figure out your loot chance is through this half here where you're able to mess with your attribute points. As you can see, loot luck is 16 for me right now at level 2. At level 1, I believe it's 8 or 10. Up here is dice spot number 3. And don't mind me, I'm just gonna, jokingly somewhat side suicide, I guess. Well, it's not necessarily suiciding, but, in other games it would be, because that would be massive fall damage, skill or not. Alright, and for those that end up playing this later than anyone else, the 4th dice spot is right here. It's actually not that difficult to find if you look for the spot to step like I just did here. It's probably your best idea not to fully jump off, just in case you don't want to fall to your death and lose a little bit of money. And here's our first boss. And Revula's dead. Good. Just picking up the stuff here because it's good sellable loot. Calamity, why not?
So, when era did the game take place? I know is it before the very first Wild Hunters that we know and played as?
No, this is before Borderlands 2.
Oh.
This literally takes place for some reason before Roland dies, which is why the quote unquote note taker sounds like Roland.
So it's after Roland died.
It's before Roland died.
Oh.
Oh.
It's in between the events of 2.
Yep. And as you guys can see, there's another gold crater right here. That's another golden dice that we get. So, for anyone that likes Pokemon, yes, Gearbox and the creators of Pokemon literally worked together to incorporate the old Pokemon stuff, or the Pokemon stuff wherever you walked in the tall grass, a random encounter would happen. And within these encounters, we get loot, which in a way is alright, in my opinion. It's not always the best, but hey, it's stuff we can use to buy, sell, do whatever. So there is literally a DLC area that is supposed to be meant for our characters after we reach level 40, only because once we reach level 40 it becomes slightly easier, which the area is called Dreamvale Overlook. Once we go there at like level 40, we basically get honestly whatever we can, so and why are they ticking? We'll see. The thing is, it's because they're also bombs.
My girlfriend loves Tiny Tina.
She would love this game because it would basically be her playing a game as Tiny Tina is pretty much narrating it.
So, she likes how she talks.
And nothing's wrong with that.
Yeah, you know, it's just when I was watching a game movie of Borderlands 2 last year,
Mm-hmm.
I was over at the time, and she liked Tiny Tina's voice actor.
Funny thing is, her voice actor is actually a D&D player as well. When Tiny Tina was introduced in Borderlands 2, she suggested to Gearbox the idea of letting Tiny Tina do a DLC where she runs a D&D world, but instead of it being D&D, it's it would be called like Bunkers and Badasses. Pretty much what we're playing right now in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands as our character. So if anyone's wondering, yes, this game does get, you know, a bit repetitive with certain things. Usually, sometimes it's the spells that do it, because, I mean, people find ways to hack the game now and ruin the fun. I mean, yes, it's fun when you are able to play the game how you want to without anyone interrupting the game and joining your lobby just for modded items. I understand modded items aren't always the best and they could get you in trouble, but after a certain amount of time you do start getting bored, and for mainly the simple fact that it's not easy playing the game after beating it like 10 or so times of not getting bored of it. I basically took a small break because I've been through this game way too many times, even with modded items, but that was only because I ended up randomly getting said items from someone on Xbox and then just transferred them over to one of my characters on this game here for my PS5. Which, the modded items, one of them I like a lot because it boosts my level faster, which is great because, I mean, I get sick and tired of constantly having to farm for my levels most of the time, and it gets really annoying. Yay, Paladin Mike. Those who remember Lorelei from Borderlands 3. Is literally Lorelei's voice. Excuse me. I love this game, but also at the same time I despise it. Mainly because they sit there and make poorly timed jokes even worse than when Claptrap does in Borderlands. Here's a dice crater right here. Eventually we're able to get through that gate right there just to get to the dice over there. Once we get to that dice, eventually it'll be easier for us to unlock it. No. So there is two iconic characters from Borderlands 2 that we get to see after so long of not seeing at least one of them after Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3 was, in my opinion, the saddest compared to Borderlands 2 when we see Roland die. Borderlands 3 massively holds a spot in my heart. Awesome. Level 4. We'll increase our skill cooldown. One other thing I like about the Clawbringer, when we get to the teleportation spot for going into Bright Hoof, we get to unlock our passive ability, which is our dragon companion for the Clawbringer. Boink. And as you all can see, golden dice right there. Oh, right. So this golden dice right here. Damn it. There was a slightly easier way to get up there. But we would have to go around it, all the way around just to grab it. There's a dice crater here. basically this game is eventually going to turn into a whole search, and I'm going to make a slight Call of Duty joke here. It's going to turn into a slight search and destroy kind of mission. Yeah, there's a total of 15 dice in this area. I think there's 20 in another. I think there's 20 in the overworld, so that's going to be a lot of dice to look for. Usually look between certain spots. Definitely look between small areas that you would never find them in. That's definitely one thing you should do. Again, it's not easy finding these. Yes, there are new shotguns too, and this one, it looks like they're like blades that are being shot out, or at least blade waves, kind of like how a Getsuka Tensho would look like, except instead of both being like crossed like Ichigo's move, it's all sideways. And we now have our wyvern buddy. level 5, and then we'll increase HP and ward.
And I found out the max power of weapons in Heaven Dead Island 2 is 600.
Hmm.
And it has to be at level 30, and it has to be a superior rare weapon, and the superior version of one of the mods to give it, and three perks give it to have it at 600 power.
Hmm.
But legendary, maybe legendary, but their highest power can only be 586, 587.
Huh.
Because you only have two perk slots to actually give them extra boost in power.
Right.
And instead of the one lock perk effect, they have two lock perk effects.
Hmm. Oh, also, we get perk slots in Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
I know. I've been streaming it.
Oh.
I'm on Jedi now.
You're... Oh, I see how it is. You're farther than me. I'm still stuck on the second planet. There is a spot that I am unable to get to.
Where are you trying to go?
I'm in the forest area on the second planet.
So are you at the forest array or not at the forest array yet?
I'm at the forest array, but I'm in a certain spot where you can zip line in or use BD1 to zip line across a certain spot, and the lift isn't working.
Oh, you don't go to the lift.
Oh?
You know where you met that? Okay?
The what?
The explorer, explorer.
Yeah.
Okay. There's another path in that area that you have to go to get to where you need to go.
Huh.
You can look up a video to see where to go, or you can watch my last stream.
Hmm.
And I got my first sim update.
That's good. The first one you can actually get in or on Coruscant.
Which I missed. I'm gonna have to go back there when I can.
Yeah. Also, if you're wondering how ridiculously busted the Clawbringer is, let's just say eventually with the second action skill for this character, it gets to a point where when you throw the hammer, it actually creates red lightning around and actually deals lightning damage fully. We seduce the drawbridge. Yeah, I've learned not to question gameplay like this when it comes to friggin' Gearbox games. I've learned not to question things. One character I hope when they make Borderlands 4, when that actually releases, one character I hope makes a great return is Lilith. That's who I hope makes a return. Because the events of Borderlands 3, in my opinion, should have never happened. Especially with Tyreen and her brother Troy friggin' going to wake up the Great Vault, the Destroyer, just so that way they end up making Pandora's Moon friggin' open up again for the vault and drags the moon to Pandora. I mean, come on. What the hell kind of a friggin' story is that? Oh, hey, look at that. I've been streaming this for an hour already. That's fine. Alright, and from there, we are actually going to end here, unfortunately. I may end up doing another stream of this a little later. Most likely after mine and Jordan's fun of playing Dead 2 later. But otherwise, everyone, take a look at my other streams I've done. It would be of great help if you could get your friends to subscribe or watch my videos. It would be really greatly appreciated. My days off after this week, starting this Saturday, are going to be Sundays and Mondays. I will be most likely streaming games on those days. If I'm not, I'm probably playing other games. Next month, on the 1st, we are going, between the 2 or 3 days before the 1st, or on the 1st itself, we are going to be streaming Diablo 4. Once Diablo 4 releases on the 6th, or on the 1st of next month, once that releases, we are streaming that. I am going to be playing that with Jordan. We're going to be enjoying the game with how it looks. There's going to be another beta coming soon, in approximately 9 days. It'll be another open beta between the 12th and the 14th. So we get 3 days in total to play the new beta for Diablo 4. And it'll be open to everyone, so anyone and everyone will be able to play it, whether it's on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, you name it. So, basically the 12th is Friday, Saturday and Sunday for 12th, 13th, and 14th. 14th I'm off, and that's probably going to be, maybe going to be the only time I'll be able to play it, aside from early in the morning and whatnot. But pardon me, everyone, but I'm going to end the stream here, and I'll catch you guys on the next stream. Peace.